This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today we'll talk about average. So what average function is, it will give the average of any value of that particular column, or we can say like suppose we have something called age, so we can get the age column average. So any numeric column which has numbers, we can get the average of that particular column with the help of this particular average function, we can say. So average, it's a function and it returns the average value of a numeric column. So it should be a number column obviously in order to get the average of it. So how this syntax goes? Select average of, we need to give the column name over here, which is a numeric column. From table name where we can mention the condition. We cannot, no need to mention the condition if you don't have any requirement or so. If you have something to be known for specific condition, then you can mention the condition. So average example, we'll see if we can find out any numeric column. Okay, we have a person ID or customer ID we have, right? We can get the average of it. So one second, I will see in the orders table. Okay, in the orders table we have 2333, 2334 and 2335. So let's take the average of it. Select average of order ID from orders table. So you know right how to calculate the average. So definitely if there are 3 columns and we will do sum and by 3, that would be our average. So in this way you can get any particular column average. So if you have any condition, you can mention that particular condition as well. So this is about average, and similarly we have sum also. I'll just copy. You can give alias name as you wish. So sum, you know, sum will return the total sum of that particular numeric column. Given if you have any condition to give, you can also give that. So sum function, it will returns the total sum So again, sum syntax is also same. In the place of average, we'll give sum. We'll take some other column. So persons table we can take. And in the persons table, if you see person ID is our numeric column. Okay. I want to do sum of person ID from persons table I want to give the where condition as well. My where condition is okay. Where my first name or sorry, okay. Where my city is Vijayawada, okay. So what happens Vijayawada? I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 and this will sum this all 4. 108, 109, 110, 111. It's 438 over here. So I want only this particular city called Vijayawada. If you don't want to give any condition also, you can give, and what it will does, it will sum everything. Summing all the person ID columns over here. So in this way you can use sum, you can use average, you can use count. Mostly we'll be using count and sum in practical. Okay. Sorry. So we'll go with like operator. So we have this operator. It will be used in the where clause to mention some specific pattern for the column. So I'll tell you what I mean. So like so it is used in the where clause to search for a specific pattern of a column name. So I'll tell you how we will use this. First of all, I'll give you the syntax. Select columns, or you can select total columns, like you can give star. Where you need to specify. So when you are specifying the condition, suppose if you don't know what is that condition is. So if you want to know something like in the person's tables, whichever starts with K letter, whichever is having K letter in the middle, or whichever is having Z letter at the end. So if you know some partial requirement like what is your condition is, then you will go with this like syntax, and this like operator will be using with some of the operators like percentile, underscore as well. Like I'll tell you when we will use all this. First of all, we'll see the basic like. So column, this is a like operator, and we'll give the pattern. Pattern in the sense you can mention anything. So like, so if you want to get the letter of K, you can give, it starts with K. K percentage. Percentage means after K there are some letters. You can like you need to only check the K. You are just specifying that after K we have some more characters or some more numbers, anything like letters, characters, string, anything it may be, but we want to know like first letter is a character, and first letter is a character K, and next letters can be anything. So I'll tell you what is that anything means. So I'll give you examples so that you can understand easily. So, okay. Let's see this person's table first and we'll go what we can get. Okay. So here I wanted to know in the last name that whichever data is ending with I. Okay. Whichever data is ending with I. So I will give in this way. Star from DBO dot persons where last name like. Okay, so I know the ending letter, right? I know the ending letter, that is I. Okay, that is I. But SQL should know that's an ending letter or a middle letter or a starting letter. So I am saying, like, suppose if you want to get the Kiran my word, I'm saying to my SQL that this I is the ending word. Before I, there may be some words or some letters or some characters. So that sum I will specify using this percentile. Okay, I'll specify using this percentile. This means SQL will understand there are some letters in the front and n should be ended with I. So what it will retrieve? Okay, what it will retrieve? It will retrieve all last name ending with I. Let's see. What we have only Kiranmay which ends with I, right? So probably we need to get 103 and 105 person IDs. Let's see. Yes, you can see this, right? So in the same way, I'll give, this is ending. I want to give the first letters, okay? So I'll give like in this way. So I want to know all the letters in the last name which starts with S. Okay, which starts with S. So I'll give in this way. I'm saying it will start with S, and after that, whatever may be the data, I don't mind. I'll ignore. So I want only this requirement, the letters or the query which will give the results, which should only give the data which will start with S. So I'm saying my first letter is S. After that, whatever may be the data, I don't mind. So after this, you need to give the percentile symbol. You can see, right, in the last name, all the first letters are S. We have total 6 rows, and after that, whatever may be the data, it will never mind. It will give all the data which is starting with S. So in this way, like will work. We will see more examples like how we can get the data for everything. So now what I want? Now what I want is, okay. So I want to have the data in which I want to get the last names of LA, and that LA maybe in any position, okay? Maybe in any position. So I'm clear that I want to get the data of LA. It may be in any position. So let's see. You can see, right? I have LA in the middle. Similar way, see, here I'm giving percentile SQ. That doesn't mean that before there should be some letters and after there should be some letters. It doesn't mean that. What it means is SQ may be in the starting point or the ending point or in the middle point. Anywhere it will retrieve it. So simply don't confuse between this. If you give percentile and percentile in between, if you are giving some letters or numbers, it will not retrieve only the middle word, it will retrieve the any word which will match this particular context in any position. Okay, I think you got it by getting this example, because SQ will be the starting letters. Okay, SQ, you got the result SQ in the starting letters. So you may get any character or any word which matches with this particular whatever you give this what I can say, like characters or strings, anything, it will match. Let it be in any position. That you need to keep in mind. But you can also mention like my suppose if you take in this city example, I know like my second letter of the city. I want to get the second letter of the city as A. Okay, so I need to specifically mention that second letter is A. And I am not sure about the first letters. I'm not sure about the third to any letters. So in that case, what I want to give. Okay. So here I want to change it to city. So I know that my second letter is A. Okay. First letter I'm specifying with underscore in this context. So first if I'm saying underscore means there is only one letter or one character which will fill in the first position. Okay. And the second position I'm mentioning that A. And the third one, percentile, means it can be any words, or if you don't have any words also, it's fine for me. Okay. If you see here, in the city, right, only these 4 records have the second letter A. Okay, and whatever may be from 3 to 7 or 8 or anything until infinity, it doesn't mind because we are giving percentage. But when we have given underscore, that means only one letter will be existing here. Now I will specify the same thing to you. Okay. Now I want to give a, do we have any? Okay. I want to give third letter as A now. Okay. Third letter as A now. So simply I'll give two underscores. That means first letter, second letter is fixed. My A is third letter. See, THANE, Thane. So first two letters, it will only search for first two letters. After that, it will think like the third letter should be A. Okay, in this way you have to find it out. You can use any of the example and you can do it. I'll tell you what it does. I just mentioned it will retrieve all persons with city that have A in the second position. So this one will retrieve A in the third position. In the similar way, you can give at the end as well. I'll tell you. Okay. So now I want to get the data like my A will take some other letter now. Let it be V. Okay. So I want to get the data like which will start with V, and I'm saying that and I want to say that it should contain at least three letters in it. At least three letters in it. Okay. So I'm specifying first letter is V and it should contain at least three letters. So I'll give underscore underscore. That means V is first letter, that is fixed. And second, third letters are my underscore underscore. It can be any character or it can be any length. I mean, sorry, any character or any number. It can be anything. It can be special character as well. Underscore means it is giving one character of length. Okay. So after that, I'm specifying percentile. I'm saying like at least three letters. It can be more than three letters or equals to three letters. But which is less than three letters, it will avoid. I'll show you how. But we'll see like, do we have anything less than three letters? No. So for that, what I will do, India I'll take as an example. Okay, it is 5, right? I'll just change it. So IND, India. So at least three letters, right? India will come into picture now. But if you are giving 5 at least, then that, sorry, 6 at least, then India will not come. Let's see that. So India is matching because it is starting with I and it is having at least three letters. Okay. So it will retrieve that have I in first position and have at least 5 characters of length. Okay. So what I want to say here is, I want to say that my particular city should start with I and have at least 6 characters of length. Now it's like I, then I have given 2 underscores. That means 3 characters are done. 4, 5, 6. Okay. It will not retrieve any data because our India is only 5 characters of length. If it is not meeting the criteria, even though India starts with I, it is not meeting the criteria of the 6 characters. That's why we are not getting any data. I think you got the point. We'll see some more examples in the like as well. So like is very, very useful in practical sense if you talk. So I want to explain all the concepts in like where, okay. So now, until now, what you have seen like last name ending with something and starting with something, and some words in the middle position, and if you want to specify something in the fixed position, second, third, any position you can mention, or if you want to mention the specified characters, like my data should be of 5 character of length, 6 character of length, and it should start with so and so. You have seen all this. Now I want to tell you, like you know the starting and ending letter, but you don't know the middle letter, so you can also specify that. City like okay, M, I know the first letter, and middle can be anything. I know the last letter, so I'll give in this way. It will retrieve all persons with city that starts with M and ends with O. Okay. If you see, sorry, it's not O, it's D. Okay. If you see here, this city Mansfield start with M and ends with D. So we can also specify in this way, like which will start with this and which will end with this. So this is about the like operator. Similarly, yes, we have like equal to. When we have equal to, we will be having not equals to. When we have in, we will be having not in. Similarly, we will be having not like as well. So not like syntax is also same like syntax, so I'm not specifying it. So not like, I'll give an example in the same way. Okay, we'll take this and in here we'll mention not. So it will retrieve all the data which will not end with I. Okay. So if you see the last names, you are getting all the data which is not ending with I. If you see which is ending with I, Kiranmai is ending with I, we are getting the data which are not ending with I. So Kiranmai got skipped. So in the similar way, you can use for so many examples like whatever we have used for like. So suppose this one. Same examples you can use. Okay. So what it does, it will retrieve all the persons with city that doesn't starts with M and C. So if you see Mansfield is skipped, right? So if you have some particular idea like this may be your requirement, or if you know like my data should be starting with this, ending with this, it should be having in middle some letters. If you know anything kind of this stuff, you can easily use this particular like operator, percentile and underscore, and you can complete your requirement. So I want to specify some words in the like operator. Okay. So we have used percentile, right? It represents what? Presents either 0 or 1 or multiple characters, right? And we are using what? Underscore. This represents one single character. I think you have understood the difference between the percentile and the underscore. So we have used percentile individually, we have used underscore individually, and we have used in combination of both as well. I think that's all about like operator. We'll go with next. So we have something called wildcard characters. So what are these wildcard characters? So these are we can say like substitutes of one or more characters in a string. Similarly, like operator, we'll use this like in the like operator we have used this percentile underscore like that, right? We have similarly asterisk, question mark, not equal to symbol like that. We will discuss some of this as we have mostly used in the like operator. So it is used to substitute one or more characters in string. So this is used with the like operator. Okay. So I'll give one example each so that you can understand easily. I think for the percentile we have already discussed. Represents 0 or more characters, and underscore represents single character. We have this one, opening and closing bracket. It represents any single character within the brackets. Presents any character not in the brackets. This is also like not operator. We have a F1. It represents any single character within the specified range. Okay, this 0 and single character we have seen. I can give you an example. I'll take the same examples and I'll paste over here. Okay, we will see this opening and closing bracket and all. So what I'm mentioning here in the brackets, it will take as an like as a single character within the brackets. That means like it will get the data which is having either V or either I in the starting. Okay. So either V or either I. If you see, Vijayanagaram, Vijayawada starts with V and India starts with I. So whatever you mention over here in the brackets, it will search as a separate character. Like V, it will start, or I, it will start with a separate character, and it will get all the data. Suppose if you want to get Thane as well, I'll mention T. So in the starting, it will search with V or I or T. See, you got Thane, Trivandrum also, because it starts with T. Starting with V, I or T. Okay. So in the similar way, if you want to get the ending data, like which starts with V, I and T, simply put this percentile in the front. See, it is Mumbai is ending with I. So that's why it has retrieved. So with V, nothing is ending. With T, nothing is ending. So, so this is about the brackets. And now I want to mention something like not, which is not starting, with VIT. So simply what I do, I'll give this operator. See, these cities are not starting either with V or with I or with T. So it's a not operator, simple not operator. You can use it. And now we will see like how hyphen is used. So it simply mentions the range. Okay. So suppose if I'm saying like I want to get the data which is starting with okay. So I want to get the data which is starting with A and ending with D. So we no need to give, right? If you know like A, B, C, D is coming, you want to get the data of A, B, C, D, and you know that's a series in the alphabetical order. So if you know about it, you can give simply the A hyphen C, A hyphen D, or L M N O. So you know it will start. That particular data should start with L, and it can start with M as well. It can start with N as well. It can start with Z as well. So if you know that particular data is in alphabetical order, you can use this range. I'll tell you an example. Select star from BDO dot persons where city like. So I wanted to give the range. That range is something like okay. So I want to say it may start from B, and it can have any range until L. Okay. So B one L, and I'll close my bracket. Okay. So I am telling to my data, my particular query, city should have any letters which ranges from B to L, and it should start with B to L only, and end it's not my what I can say, it's not in my requirement. So I'm specifying percentile, but B to L I'm saying like my city can start any letter in between this range. So it continues until L. So in this way you can mention the range. Okay, these are about the wildcards that we use in our SQL server. I think we have covered in operator, right? Okay, we have covered. So I'll tell about the between operator. So what this between operator does, between operator, retrieves values within a given range. So values can be either numbers, text, or dates. So between, right, between means like you need to give starting and as well as ending points. So if you are telling like I need to get the data between 2020 year and 2021 year, you need to mention your start year is 2020 and your end year is 2021. Then you will get all the data from starting to ending. Okay. Between syntax goes in this way. Select column name from we can give the condition. Here we need to give the condition, then there only we'll use this between operator. So between value 1 and value 2. So we will go with an example. Okay, so I need the customers between 100 to 200. Okay, customer ID between 100 and so after giving first value you will give the AND operator and 200. See, you got 100, 130, 140. So in the similar way you can give for anything. I'm just looking for the date columns if we have anything. Okay. So we have some date columns, right? I'll give the date columns. So between order date between 2020 so I got this two between 2020 to 2021. So it is particular between dates, it's 7/2 and 8/23. So this values, whatever you give, this inclusive of this, you will get the data. Suppose I'm saying 2027 we have 2334 data. So I want to give 73 data. That means from 7/3 to 8/23, 2021, 8/23, I want to get the data. So in this particular condition, only this first order will be satisfied. You can say this. If you don't know the exact dates and if you are not specific about the dates, you can simply give some other, like roughly you can give January 1st, 2020 and all data will be retrieved, which is satisfying that particular condition. So starting I'm giving January 1st, 2020 and ending I'm giving us 2021 12. That so it's satisfying this particular condition. So this is about between